I'm June Stevenson. I'm registered manager and owner here at Orchard House.
I'm David Stevenson. I'm the co-owner and director. A year ago we opened Orchard House as a care home as well as the daycare. We recognised that people really needed a break from the caring role. Doing the respite was an obvious way forward for us. You know, we've had many people who kind of come to Orchard House giving a valuable break to the carer. Some people have come for maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, or even longer. It makes it a kind of a holiday for them, but a proper break for that person who's looking after them at home.
Sue has dementia, and which she had the diagnosis several years ago, and about 18 months ago we decided to come down and try the daycare 1 day a week. After Sue became more comfortable here, we then started thinking about respite care. It was the staff and the management that suggested that we try and do that in easy stages, like staying on an extra hour, an extra couple of hours, then staying as far as the evening meal. And when that happened, we then tried a first short respite stay of 3 nights. The first, that's a big step, and the first night was bumpy, but then the other nights got easier, and then subsequent respite stays got easier. But it was a slow, gradual process.
Because we are a care home, we're regulated by the CQC. They have decided that we can provide a service that's suitable for not only people that are older people over 65 and people with dementia, but for younger people with physical disabilities as well. So we had in our minds from the very outset that we wanted it to be something quite different from your traditional nursing homes. So we set it up in a quite contemporary way.
So I'm Suzanne, I'm the registered manager here at Orchard House. It's my job to ensure that the standards and requirements are met for the Care Quality Commission. We endeavour to keep people safe, to look after their care needs and to be as responsive as we can to whatever their needs and wishes are. If people have been in hospital having an operation and need some rehabilitation, some convalescence, then we're able to give them that. If they're discharged from hospital, they can come to us for a week, 6 weeks, whichever, to get them back on their feet, to feed them a healthy diet and to help them with their mobility to get back up on their feet before they return home.
I feel that a lot of people prefer that small, intimate nature because we kind of firmly believe that we can give truly person-centred care for those people, where sometimes, you know, if you're one of 60, it can be a bit of a different ballgame. We've dedicated 2 of our rooms for long-term care.
Part of my job here is to build relationships with both families and residents, to build up trust and understanding of what services we can offer. We can bring in district nurses, chiropodists, hairdressers, any needs that we can facilitate, we are happy to do so. Here at Orchard House, where our staff to client ratio is very high, we can offer one-to-one services on a daily basis for people who require one-to-one interaction.
One of my primary roles is to meet the needs of our residents, helping with personal care, helping serve meals and assisting if required, providing medications for them. We will always aim to promote our residents' independence and keep them doing as much as they can for themselves whilst they can. One of the things that strikes me about working here compared to other places is the actual amount of time that I'm able to spend with each individual on a one-to-one basis, engaging with them, having conversations, spending time with them all, which is a luxury that's not always afforded in care homes.
And a very lovely place to stay, very caring people. The main thing is the prompt response to any calls for help in the room. And the staff at Orchard House are really empathetic and very understanding about every aspect of the need for my care. no embarrassment whatsoever with anything, even though they're very personal, the care I need.
The coronavirus impact has had a massive effect on care homes. Obviously, hand washing is the first line of defence, and I'm sure, as you're aware, when you're supporting older people, that is something that they often need prompts to do. So in addition to the staff being vigilant about their own personal hygiene, it's something that we've tried to instil in the residents as well. We've been swabbing the staff weekly, taking swabs for COVID, and the residents have to get swabbed every 28 days. I think that's been really reassuring for families, to have the confidence to bring their relative here and know that they're in safe hands, and that, you know, going to look out for their well-being during the stay is very reassuring for them. And from a safety point of view, safety is obviously one of our number one priorities. We have things such as sensor mats in the rooms, so if a resident isn't able to use the call bell system or shout out for help for any reason.
It's not easy going into care from being at home, and it can be quite a confusing time for people. It's very important to make that as relaxed and smooth as possible.
When it came down to it, you know, the experience and the skill of the staff was a big factor, and what it meant was that I'm now spending less time with Sue, but I have more quality time, and it's, you know, it's definitely the right place for Sue to be.